Thanks so much, Commissioner, and really want to thank my colleagues in government that are here with us, Commissioner HBD, Commissioner Carrion, Director of MOX, Lisa Flores, Commissioner DIFTA, Lorraine Cortez Vasquez, Reverend Cabrera, Mayor's Office of Faith-Based and Community Partnerships, Louis Molina, Commissioner of the DOC, Kizzy Charles Guzman, who will be speaking after me, Director of the Mayor's Office of Climate and Environmental Justice, Anna Bermudez, Commissioner of Probation, Annabelle Palmer, Commissioner of Commission on Human Rights, Sheriff Anthony Miranda, Commissioner Valvira Meuga, Councilperson Marjorie Velasquez, some of our elected officials who are here, Council Member Rafael Salamanca, Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa, also the Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, and Commissioner Rodriguez. And we're also joined by the Consul General of the Dominican Republic, Consul General Jaquez. We're all here together. We're here because we realized that 5 years ago, we were here dealing with Hurricane Maria. It brought devastation to Puerto Rico. And once again, our brothers and sisters are facing darkness because of Hurricane Fiona. We know we have to get through this together. Millions in Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and neighboring countries are without electricity as flooding and mudslides recede and leave a path of destructions in their wake. Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic are extremely significant to our city. We have the largest Puerto Rican and Dominican population outside the islands themselves. Even the neighboring areas, we have a substantial population throughout the Caribbean diaspora. And I'm proud to be mayor of these large populations and large elected leaderships that not only speak on behalf of their residents here in the city, but those who are home in their respective islands. We know this is a painful moment. So many in our city are unable to communicate directly with their loved ones immediately after a hurricane like this. There are moments where you're unclear of what is taking place on the ground. Family members and friends are desperately trying to get some answers, and we want to do the best we can here at NYSUM to ensure we supply those answers. Immediately after the hurricane, even after the conclusion of the rainfall, I appointed Commissioner Isco as our incident commander. He's going to coordinate all of our agencies and our response from the city. He will communicate with our local electeds so they can remain updated on what is happening on the ground. The impact of this hurricane, as in all major tragedies, when it happens abroad, it plays out on our streets. These communities are a significant part of the New York City population. And I want to be clear, New York stands with our brothers and sisters from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and all affected countries. And we're here to help. And that help is going to come from listening to them and making sure that we're guided by our elected officials and experts that are here. Yesterday, as the Commissioner announced, we deployed a team to join the Puerto Rican Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and other emergency responders to assess damages to infrastructure and essential services. Our team met with the mayor of San Juan and is working with FEMA and PREMA to see what is needed and how we can help. I will be on a call later today with the mayor of San Juan so that we can continue to let him know that we're here to fortify the services on the ground. They will be fanning out across the island into smaller localities in the next coming days, and I will make sure that we give as much support that's needed. And later this week, we'll be deploying an additional multi-agency team of emergency specialists to help out on the ground. We're also monitoring the situation in the neighboring counties and neighboring countries, including Dominican Republic, to make sure that we're there to give the assistance that's needed. New Yorkers have made it clear. These are our brothers and sisters. These are our families. And we're going to do everything possible to be there for them during this devastating time. What Mother Nature may have created, we can be there to combat and ensure they get the resources they deserve. We'll now turn it over to the Commissioner, Kizzy Charles Guzman, to give a few comments in Spanish, and then we'll turn it over to the Consul General of Dominican Republic. Kizzy?
Gracias, señor alcalde. Buenas tardes a todos. Me llamo Kizzy Charles Guzman y soy la directora ejecutiva de la Oficina del Alcalde para el Cambio Climático y la Justicia Ambiental. Estoy aquí porque quiero ofrecerles unas palabras de aliento y de apoyo a mis compatriotas que han sido azotados en las islas caribeñas de Guadalupe, de Turques y Caicos, de Puerto Rico y la República Dominicana. El huracán Fiona ha causado no solamente estragos, inundaciones y graves daños materiales, sino también graves daños físicos y psicológicos en su paso por nuestras comunidades. Hace 5 años, con el huracán María, tanto como hoy, comprendemos los retos y las tremendas dificultades causadas por el cambio climático y el efecto que estos desastres ecológicos tienen en nuestra salud, en nuestras fuerzas y en el espíritu de nuestras comunidades. Debido al cambio climático, la frecuencia y la intensidad de estas tormentas impredecibles continuará afectando a nuestros países y a nuestra gente. Muchos factores sociales, políticos y económicos nos han traído a la realidad de los efectos resultantes en cada lugar. Hoy, la ciudad de Nueva York brinda no solamente palabras. Nuestra postura es que la salud es un derecho humano que no es negociable. Y con solo eso no nos referimos nada más a la salud física, sino también la salud emocional y la salud de nuestro medio ambiente. Hoy les enviamos nuestro mejor recurso, nuestra labor, nuestros expertos, nuestras manos. Ya sea para la remoción de escombros, la distribución de suministros, estamos aquí para servirles. La reconstrucción es abrumadora, requiere colaboración completa. Nos comprometemos a colaborar en lo que necesiten. Y a las familias que han soportado muchas penas durante las crisis posteriores y la de esta semana, les digo, fuerza, saldremos adelante. Aunque estemos cansados, aturdidos, rabiosos, tristes, este es el momento, una vez más, de compartir y de apoyarnos los unos a los otros. Hay que establecer como prioridad la salud ambiental y la salud comunitaria. Esta es la mejor estrategia para prevenir enfermedades, controlar plagas y mantenernos fuertes en los días venideros. Estamos unidos, mis hermanos. Pa'lante. Gracias.
Thank you. We want to now bring on the Consul General, Jaquez from the Dominican Republic. Consul General. Kizzy, why don't you translate for us? Okay. You want to-
Muchas gracias al alcalde Eric Adams. En nombre del gobierno dominicano, queremos agradecer este gesto de solidaridad, que es el mejor remedio para combatir este golpe de la naturaleza, que una vez más nos ha invadido a través del huracán Fiona, y que ha pasado por la República Dominicana y ha dejado secuela en la región este del país, en varias provincias, donde ha afectado viviendas, vidas, heridos, inundaciones, puentes desplomados, falta de energía en decenas de miles de hogares, y que ha obligado a la concentración del esfuerzo oficial de parte de nuestro gobierno para tratar de atender la demanda de la población al menor tiempo posible. Este tipo de colaboración y de solidaridad se convierten a menudo en el mejor remedio para un momento de tantas dificultades. Muchísimas gracias, honorable alcalde de Nueva York.
Sure. Gracias. The Consul General is grateful for the assistance being offered here today. There has been a lot of devastation, not only in the Dominican Republic, but all neighboring islands. And often these lifelines are the remedy that we need to bounce back just a little bit faster. All of this tragedy is obviously incredibly, incredibly stressful for our entire populations, and every hand helps, every bit of assistance helps. Thank you.
Any question? Okay. Is there a question on the topic?
Kelly, go ahead. On
Yep.
topics?
Yep. The first team that was deployed yesterday, can you give us details about that? Also, is there plans to send actual dollar amounts of aid to the islands that have been affected?
So the team that deployed yesterday is actually, there's two separate groups. There's two people that are part of our urban search and rescue team that we administer, but as a FEMA resource. They went down as members of FEMA's incident management team. That's a separate deployment. Then yesterday we sent down 3 people, 2 from our agency, 1 from NYPD ESU. Their job right now is, we're right now very much in the assessment phase. And so I think we need to figure out what the needs are before we make any type of commitment as to what type of support we will be providing. The primary goal is to be providing technical assistance and guidance and to help make sure that the municipalities are getting the resources they need through FEMA and other channels. Thank you.
Thank you. Joe, go ahead.
Commissioner, do I hear you correctly that you're going to wait to hear back from the team that's currently on the ground before you determine how big the team will be that goes for round 2?
No, so we have more people who are going down tomorrow. It's an interagency team, folks from Parks, DOP, DOB, DOT, DDC, and others who can provide technical assistance as we're doing assessments in different municipalities to understand what the needs are.
How big is that team, roughly?
I think it's about 12 people. I can get you the exact number, though. Yeah.
Yep. Any other on-topic questions? Okay, last question, Kelly, and then we'll wrap up.
This is for the mayor. Is there any plan to send actual dollar amounts of assistance to the islands that have been affected by this storm?
A lot of funding during these crises come through FEMA, but I think the commissioner is right. We need to get on the ground like his team did automatically and right away to identify exactly what we're doing, what we're dealing with, where should resources go, and what type of resources should go. So this is the first step, is get down and do an assessment. We have, unfortunately, it's unfortunate that this is not the first crisis we had to address. This team here at NISM is well organized on how addressing these crises, and FEMA is well organized. And so this phase is to get down on the islands and determine exactly what the needs are.
Thanks, folks.
Mayor, how does the experience from last time help you this time around in terms of response?
I'm sorry?
How does the experience from Maria, and I know you were mayor back then 5 years ago, but in talking to local relief efforts and organizers here, they say, having gone through this 5 years ago with Maria, we have a Rolodex, I'm dating myself, a Rolodex full of contacts that we can now immediately call, and the response is that much quicker and that much more effective. Does the same apply at a governmental level, that having had this experience before, the response is more effective, more targeted, and quicker?
Well, one, we have a president that identifies Puerto Rico is part of our country. That's number one. And number two, there's a coordination that we're going to do with not only my office, but the governor's office and with FEMA. So the coordination is crucial. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much.
I would be remiss if I didn't also let you know we are doing a blood drive downstairs. And so welcome folks to donate blood. I believe it's ending soon, but if you're interested, you can participate. Thank you.